before I head over to I Love Maj, I'll just introduce myself for those of you who are new here tonight. My name is Debbie Barnett, and I am pretty much all about Mahjong. I think I just live, eat, breathe, sleep it. I even dream about it. Yes, that's true. I'm not going to lie. But I do love the game, and one of the things that I enjoy the most is sharing my knowledge of the game with you and helping people grow in their game. And this is what Wednesday night skill building is all about. It's all about growing your game. And I've got some experts who join me on Wednesday night, so they'll let you, oh, Phyllis's eyes just popped open. You guys know who you are, but you can always get better and learn something new and grow. And by the way, you're here to support me, which I appreciate so greatly, and appreciate it so much. And also, Kathleen just mentioned, thank you, Kathleen. I need reminders because sometimes I forget about all these other things, but Kathleen mentioned about my new book that is out, which is an updated edition of Unlocking the Secrets of American Mahjong, another labor of love if anybody has ever written a book, especially a technical one. And it is now a timeless edition. So what that means is there is a card that does not go by the 2024 or 20, well, my first book was written in 2019. It does not go by a specific card, so that when you learn on this timeless card, you can transition to any year National Mahjong League card out there. So basically the book will not expire. In the beginning, when I first wrote the book, I was coming out with supplements every year, which was really quite, it doesn't sound like it would be that much, but changing so much for the new card each year and coming up with a supplement to the book was just not, wasn't that productive, and didn't make a lot of sense to me. So this way, it's always going to be current. And also, my YouTube live stream, my YouTube Timeless Beginner series, that also was updated. The original series was based on the 2023 card, I believe. And now that's timeless. So between the book and watching that, I have had people email me, text me, message me to let me know that they were able to learn this game completely on their own with my YouTube series and book. And I hope that some of you do join me here for Wednesday night's live stream, either on YouTube or Zoom. So please check this stuff out. If you have somebody that you know wants to learn, even if they learn in person, which of course there's nothing like hands-on, I teach as well in person quite a bit. So I do recommend that you still watch these, even if you're learning in person. Read and watch, because anything you can do to reinforce what you're learning is just going to make you get to that next level, even one more little step. So just remember, if you do go to look for the book on Amazon, ebook version as well as the paperback is there, and it's the timeless one. Make sure that in the title, the word timeless is there. And it does have white writing, white lettering instead of darker. And hi, Ann and Bill, joining on YouTube. I'm going to see you guys in a couple of months at MahjCon. Yeah, just a quick update for those of you who don't know about MahjCon. October, social and tournament event. And we've got 110 attendees so far. I have a little bit more room for maybe a few more tables. I don't like to overcrowd it because I have silent auction tables that go on for Alzheimer's and exhibitors that'll be there. So they take up a lot of room. So I've got the whole bottom floor of the community center, and it'll definitely be filled. So if you've never come, you got to come, not just to come to MahjCon, but so I could give you a hug in person. Okay. It's not the same on the computer as when you get to meet somebody in person. All righty. And Kathleen said, can I put the book title in chat here? Of course, I'm going to do that right now. Unlocking the Secrets of American Mah Jongg. And I'm just going to make sure it has the word timeless in the subtitle. Amazon takes a few weeks before they get the old books down. Not good, but you can't buy it. Even if you click on the old version, it doesn't let you buy it. All right, so there you go. Again, you can get an ebook or the paperback. And for anybody who has trouble with their ebook, getting it on Kindle, let me know and I can always send you a different version. I've done that for people too in the past. All right, now, let me see. I got one more person coming in. Okay, let me go ahead and start sharing my screen. Get this up. All right, this is, I haven't been able to play all day. I usually like to play a little bit on my own, online or with my husband, but because we can't get any connectivity at our campsite, I haven't been able to do that, so I'm excited. All right, so I know there's a few of you that joined in late. Welcome, sorry that you missed the whole intro piece and all, but you can always listen back to the beginning of this once I get it up live on YouTube. And we are here at the I Love Maj game launchpad. I Love Maj is my go-to site for doing these live stream events and even playing with my husband. There's lots of good sites, so you could check them all out. But if you like what you see here and you don't have a membership to I Love Maj, in all of my YouTube videos, pretty much, there is an I Love Maj link for my affiliate with them, and you get an extra week to try it out. But I do love it. I've been using them since pretty much they started. So I've watched them grow and go through a lot of their improvements, and the site is wonderful. So I'm going to be playing against bots here, but I'll just mention this down below, the exercise room. If you are new here tonight, this is the best area to hang out, to get to learn the card, which is such an important part of playing this game. So please do check this out. They have tutorials on how to use all of these exercises. I'm not going to go through them all tonight, but I'm just telling you the best place to come and be able to practice the Charleston and guess what other people are playing based on their exposures and all good stuff. So please come check this out here. Make a Hand is just going through the card and all. All right, so my husband just came in and I'm gonna go ahead and just get him set up here for co-host. He was having a little trouble with his audio, and I think he's okay now. All right, yeah. Shelly, I almost made you the co-host. I clicked on the wrong one. All right, well, here we go. All right, playing against the bots, and their bots have intelligent built in, so it's always a lot of fun. Why is it not showing start game here? Oh, I'm in the wrong, no, I'm not in the wrong thing. Let's see what is going on here. All right, there we go, popped up now. There are 3 levels of intelligence for the bots. Beginner is standard, intermediate, advanced. If you're a newer player, play standard level 1. You'll have a better shot at winning more games, just be aware that bot level 1, they do certain things that more advanced players don't do, and that would be passing flowers in the Charleston quite a bit, maybe even passing a pair, other things, throwing a tile out at the very end of the game that might give you Mahjong. Again, it's a good thing to do when you're wanting to win, which is a nice thing when you're a beginner, but you have to up your level as you get to be a better player so that you can get to experience what it's like to play with advanced players in real life. You're not going to win as much, it might be frustrating, but it's all about improving your skills, right? All right, I'm going to play intermediate, which is right in the middle, and they're still tough. They don't do a lot of the beginner stuff, but they're still tough. And no for open to live games, so I don't get interrupted here. All right, here I am. Timer. If you're new and you do want to come in and try I Love Maj out, this is basically imitating how long it takes you to make a decision when a discard goes out on the table. There is a pause button, so even if you click on 10 seconds and you need more time, just click the pause button and you can wait and then unpause it when you're ready. This is just another good thing to practice. You want to get down to the 4-second mark. Yeah, and there are ways to do that based on what part of the game you're on to be able to speed things up. So without any further ado, I just want to move my little windows out of the way, and we're good to go now. Okay, perfect. Here we go. First, Charleston. I know you guys can't see my Zoom windows at all, but I don't like to have them too far away in case I want to see a chat message, which Phyllis will tell you I'm so good at watching. Don't say anything, Phyllis. Okay, I like to sort by suit, okay? This is my preferred method of sorting just initially to be able to see everything kind of clearly to start. It just makes this, they're separated into suits, numerical order, and I like to put my wins and dragons down to the right usually, and then I'll move them around after. It doesn't matter though, whether you put them on the left or right. So whatever you prefer to do is fine. But this is a great way to get things organized. And I love the fact that I have 2 jokers. Who isn't happy to see 1 or 2 jokers, right? I mean, honestly, we need at least 1 or 2 to start, but sometimes I go a whole night and I don't really see any, but tonight I got 2 to start. And then I work on multiples, and multiples are 2 or 3 of the same tile. Having a multiple is a nice place to start. It's a strength in your hand. And so if you can work off of a multiple, that's great. But other than the West, the 2 West, I don't have any other multiples. So I'm going to maybe consider the West at some point, but I want to work with all of my suit tiles first, and then I'll circle back to the West, okay? So I'm looking at these tiles here, and for a newer player, sometimes this could be really challenging because I have 1 of everything. So where do I start? I know the card, not by heart, but I know it well enough to be able to look here and be like, okay, the 2024 section, I'm going to skip over that. I don't have any soaps, and those are really an important part of that section. Chances are I'm not going to get one in the Charleston, so that's what I have to really think about. But 2, 4, 6, 8, I have some here. Not a bunch, but I have 4. And when I do 2, 4, 6, 8 together, it leaves me with the odds here. And the 3, 6, 9 are one of those categories that spill over into the even and odd categories. So sometimes if I'm keeping track of odds, I want to keep that in mind. And as you guys know, when you're here on a regular basis on Wednesday nights, I sometimes start out with one thing and then things change very, very quickly. So I do have some 3, 6, 9 and odds here. And I have a lot more of the odds than I do 2, 4, 6, 8. So I'm probably going to be looking at odds for a moment. Let's see what else we can come up with. All right, so there are all the odds plus that 1/6 that spills over into the 3, 6, 9 category. Now, I also have 3 5s. So right there, I have a tiny bit of like numbers with 5s. But who knows what's going to happen? The Charleston is going to be the telling, right? So let me get these here right now. Okay. Now, as well, besides for like numbers, I always look at the addition hands, but right now I don't have any flowers to start. Not that I can't get them, but I would need 1 suit with 1 6 and 7s, 2 5s and 7s, and 3 4 and 7. And believe it or not, I don't have 3 suits of any. So I'll just skip over the addition hands right now. Not going to be anything that I'm interested in. The other option is consecutive run. And I do have some 5, 6, 7. When you think of consecutive run, most important is to think in terms of 4 numbers that are going to work in a consecutive order. And so for this, I love the fact that I'm working with the kind of middle of the 1 through 9 section, because that gives me flexibility to look at, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that type of thing. It gives you more spread. And I like to keep numbers before and after a number that works in my run. So as you can see here, I've got 5s and 6s, I've got 7s. Even the 4 could possibly work out in a run because I've got 3, 4, 5, 6. And I even have, if I want to go down that low, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as a possibility of something working out. But I can't keep everything. So I'm going to have to take a look and see now whether or not I'm going to use those Wests. Now, for the wins, they're very popular this year, but they're also very telling. When somebody puts up an exposure of a pung of Wests or a pung of South or a Conga South that they're playing one of just a few hands in one section. So unless I have a good amount to start with, some multiples of some tiles where I might consider line 3 in the Winds and Dragons, it's not really making me feel all that bubbly, to be honest with you. And so I think I'm going to keep everything here right now, and I'm going to get rid of this and see what happens. I mean, I do have a lot of, I don't know, the 8 I kind of like because of 5, 6, 7, 8 in the run section could happen. Let's see. I could do that, but you know what? When it's this way and you just have a little bit of a lot of stuff right now, I'll do this for now and see what happens here. Okay. I'm okay. Oh, so I just got an 8. That would have been nice if I had that other 8. But let's see. We've got the 9s now, and we've got another 4. So now we have to make a decision because 4s and 9s don't work together. They don't work together in the run section, and they don't work together in the odd 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 section. They don't work together in the 3, 6, 9 section. A little challenging right now, isn't it? Unbelievable. So I have to figure out what's going to make the most sense. I certainly can hold these for a little bit if I wanted to keep 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's a one suit run of some sort. I don't like to lock myself into one thing. So I certainly would want to keep track of a few other things as well. Or, do I want to keep odds and think in terms of a 2 suit hand, such as the second hand under 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 on the right side? I have a gap here. If I were to play that second hand on the right side, I'm missing 7 cracks, right? So maybe that doesn't make as much sense at all to keep that. Let's see, with the 4, 5, all right, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's nice. What about 4, 5, thinking of a possible 2 suit run as another option? 4, 5, bam, and then 6 dot, 7 dot could be a possibility, or 3, 4, and then 5, 6, if that comes in. So, you have to be like a visionary when you play Mahjong. I say that quite often, but you really do. You have to be able to see the potential and what could be. All right, now let's see about if I were to take this out for a minute. There's a great hand under consecutive run, 3, 4, 5, and then it would play with opposite 6s, and I don't have any. So let's see what would happen if I did 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 7 in opposite suits. I have 1, 7. That'd be nice if I could keep track of that as well. All right, so it looks like if I keep, let's see, 4, 5, there is another hand that's concealed that I don't think I'm going to worry about doing right now. My big concern is I don't think the 9s are going to be something that I'm going to work with. And I don't want to get stuck passing a pair. And if I wait till the second left and I get in a couple of more tiles, I may end up having to pass another 9, but I don't think so, because if I do 3 now and I get 2 in, yeah, I will have to. If I get 2 tiles in, I'll have 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. So that's one of the things you got to think about, is not getting stuck with it. So honestly, I'm going to go ahead and break it up now. And I'll do this right now and try to work with these here, and let's see what happens. I mean, there's definitely a lot of stuff that could go on here that could work. Let's see. By the way, the addition hands, I've got 3 and 4. I don't have 7. I'll keep an eye on that, but honestly, I end up forgetting about that section. It's not my favorite section. So let's just see. Carol loves that hand with the 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 5. Yeah, I know. I don't have the 2. But Carol, that's a good point. Maybe I will keep it. So we were talking about 3, 4, 5, and then 6s, and I'm talking about the third hand from the bottom consecutive run. Carol from YouTube watching said, maybe you'll get the 2 in, and then you could do 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, and I have the opposite suits. I like that. All right, I'll get the West out. Even though there's another West out, I can't avoid people from playing those wins. They're just playing them like crazy this year. So I think that's a good idea. Carol, I'm going to go for it. Oh, I got another 3. Wow. Now I have 3, 4, 5, 6 in one suit. Again, what's my backup? All right. If I were to do 4, 5, 6, 7, I would have loved this to be 6s. That's a possibility. Or 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm in a little predicament, aren't I? Okay. I'm going to get rid of the 9s. I do not have a problem passing like numbers. Okay. I mean, there are so many hands here, and every tile you pass, you probably more than not are going to pass tiles that go towards some fabulous combination of a hand. I just can't worry about passing to like numbers because I'm more concerned building my hand, right? And then Carol said I had passed the 2 originally. Yeah, that was, I think, the very first pass. Exactly. We'll see. But anyway, if I want to keep this here, then I'd have to get rid of the 7. And I honestly think that because I have the pairs of 3s, if I were going to keep an option, it would be 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I'm going to hope that that 2 comes back, I'm then going to break up 3 pairs. I'm not so sure that makes sense. Let's see. I definitely, but I do like the fact that I could do 3, 4, 5 dot, 6 dot, 3, 4, 5 crack, 6 crack, as well as 1 suit, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm talking about second hand from the bottom. Left side is right here. Right side would be getting in a 6. Honestly, okay, that's a beautiful pass. If our friend over here, Agata, is playing the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, I'm giving her a whole hand, right? I can't worry about it all the time. I got to build my hand. So, couple rules. Try not to pass flowers. They are a gift. Lots of hands need pairs. There's even a quint of flowers, and many need a Kong. So don't give a gift away if you can help it, and don't pass pairs. So if I get tiles in that I need, this is, here, I'm going to do a blind pass. Reason is, if I get in a couple of tiles that I want to keep, I have to give the same 7 to this player Agata on my left. So I think I'm going to do a blind pass. And then I'll send out the 7. Okay, that makes sense to me to do that. All right, I got a 2 back, but not the 2 that I wanted. Correct. Okay, continue. Yes, of course. I wouldn't stop the Charleston unless I had one very, very strong hand. By the way, I am changing my strategy a little bit because I have come into some very precarious situations lately where I would normally not stop the Charleston because I had 3 tiles to pass. But if I have a flower or I end up with a pair, you can stop it. That to me those are exceptions to the rule. But other than that, don't stop it because you're confused or torn between 2 hands, please. All right, here we go. I'm going to do this now. And I got a 7. Doesn't really do me much good there. So I will not even worry about that. Somebody sent the West back out, so I don't know that they're really happy about the West. So I'll do this. And I did get another 5. That's nice. Gives me another option. I still need a 6 crack to be able to do 3, 4, 5, 6. Second hand from the bottom, consecutive run on the right side. But still, it gives me another option. Good to have options. You'll win more. Have more options, you're going to definitely win more. Okay, so East and West came back to me. I could keep the East and West and think about the third hand on the right side with 4s and 5s. I've done these stupid things before, not stupid. I've done this stuff before and won on it right there. Right? I mean, that's another option. Can I keep that option and still keep my 3, 4, 5, 6? And yeah, I definitely can. Matter of fact, I would normally give out the 5 dot right now, but that 5 dot has been on my rack for a long time, since I think almost the beginning. So I don't like to give out new tiles at the end. I have so much good stuff here, but I know I'm probably not going to get that other west right now if I don't pass it out. I'm trying to remember how long I had it. I know I had it 3, 4, but I had it from the beginning because I had the 3 5s. So I am going to do 1, and I'm going to keep the east and west for now. Let's see what happens.
Courtesy pass.
Okay, not much came in here, did it? So we'll do 1. Now, in person, my friends would never pass me 1 tile because they would be thinking I had some really good tiles, something really good going on. But my friend Joe Curtis, or Curlis, I should say, these are all play on words, Agatha Deadhund, West Wind, and Joe Curlis. Figure it out. Really cute names. All right, here we go. I'm going to discard, and I'll talk about prioritizing my discards as well. So I am going to get rid of the 5 right now. If I don't get any more east and west in early on, I'll get rid of those pretty quickly. If I had gotten that west back, I would have been really happy about that. But obviously, I need a pung if I'm going to be playing, you know, 3, the 4 and 5s, third line on the right side. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the 5 right now.
5 dot. So 7 bam.
Now we are in the begin game. So if you think of Mahjong in thirds, it really helps being able to navigate what you need to do during those phases. Beginning game is fast paced. You know, just as long as you know what you're doing and what you're keeping track of. There's a lot of great equipment out there. There's Mah's Helping Hands. There are little highlighter strips. There's a few other things. There's even some clear strips I think you could buy on Amazon these days. If you need to use something when you're learning, especially against the computer, or if you're playing with beginners in person, why not do something to help you keep track of stuff? I can remember the stuff sometimes, most of the time, I guess. But anyway, here we go. Ignore on that. And so I am going to pass the 9. I'm going to discard the 9 first rather than the 8, because that was something left over from the Charleston. In case somebody, my thinking is, in case somebody had to give something up, I'll get it out early. Fresh tiles go out early. The earlier you get tiles out that have not been seen on the table, the harder it is you make for other people to be able to call. And they watch their tiles going out, 1 after another after another.
6 bam.
Okay, so there's a 6 bam. I will keep track of what's going out, so it helps me make my decisions as we go on. It's hard to keep track of everything when you're a new player. 2 flowers right out the door. Okay, I'll get rid of that.
4 dot. 7 crack. West.
All right, so there's the west. Whether it was one that was passed in the Charleston or not, I'm not comfortable committing to a hand at this point. I have too many options going on and not one thing that is solid enough for me to call this. So there's still 2 more out there. If things change for me, we'll see.
6 crack.
And there is a 6 crack that I would have liked to have in my hand already, but again, can't call it too early. All righty, so I know that this has to go out because this is one, I believe, one of the ones I had early on. So let's see if anybody calls it. But that's what I want to have happen, trust me. Or that they're like looking at this tile and thinking, I can't call it too early, I'm not ready.
7 dot.
There we go. I got to move my tile, my little things down here. So there you go. A lot of these strategies and things that we do kind of prove their point when these things happen. That was in my hand early on, was passed out. We talked about that I may, if Agata's playing the odds, I'm giving her a hand, that may be what happened. But nonetheless, she has called the 7 dot right now. So, all right, 3 crack I don't need. Oh, there's a 6. Now let's see if I had still had 5s, that would have been nice, but I don't need it. Nonetheless, let's see if Agata is playing a run or what. We don't know yet.
6 dot.
There we go. All right, so we've got 6 and 7s for Agata, and that would be 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 suit or 2 suits. Second hand from the bottom, which is also pretty much what I'm keeping track of as well. And I think that would be it for, wait a minute, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope. She can also be playing consecutive run line number 2. 5, 6, opposite dragon, which would be either a green or red, and then 7, 8. These are hard things in the beginning to be able to figure out, but that's why this I Love Maj exercise room is so phenomenal. Okay, obviously I can't call that. So I got a flower, and I will, of course, keep my flower for a while. It's early. I don't need to get rid of it. You never know. I may get more 5 bams, more jokers, the other flower, and I may end up doing a flower 3, 4, 5. Hand number 3 under consecutive run on the left side. Or maybe I'll get another suit. Well, that would have been the 6 dot, which I am happy I didn't keep too long because I have my competitor with that 6 dot there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the 8 dot now.
8 dot. 5 dot.
And Agata didn't call it, means that maybe that's not, maybe if she is playing the second hand under consecutive run, she may be sweating in her boots right now. Not that a bot can do that.
7 bam. Flower.
Another flower, 3 flowers. Okay, so now I've got a green, and there is a hand that I could think of course, the 5th hand down under consecutive run. I do have the hardest part of that hand, which are the 2 pairs. So 3, 4, 5, and 6. If I put this here, looks kind of nice right there, right? So honestly, I'm going to abandon the idea of the East and West. And let me move these out of the way. I don't know where the jokers go yet or what hand I've committed to. I don't recommend you put jokers anywhere until you've got one hand committed and 100% where the joker belongs. Otherwise, you'll get confused and you might miss something thinking that you've already got that there when things could be switched around. So don't do the joker thing unless we know what we're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and discard the West.
West. 9 dot. West.
Okay.
5 dot.
Probably a good idea that I did that. All right. Now there's another hand I could be playing. I could be playing 3, 4, 5, 6, line 2, which is one of the ones I was thinking that Agata needed. I could still hold it for a little bit and get rid of the East and hope that some tile's going to come in to give me some, brainchild, which right now
Crack.
I have no idea.
5 crack.
All right, there's a 5 crack. Can I call it? I could. Would I call it? No way. I don't have any 6 cracks. So that 3, 4, 5, 6 makes no sense at all. So no way right now.
East.
Okay, so, here again, I'm going to just discard as many tiles. The fives, I'll probably end up getting rid of soon. If I don't start getting in some 6 cracks, there's one out already.
9 bam. 8 crack. Green.
All right, so there's a green. It gives me the answer without even having to think about it. I'm not calling the green and putting up my 2 jokers and then leaving everything else so weak. Here, needing to get another tile for the 5 and 6 to call. That would not be smart. It's just too early. This is a good example of too early to call. Beginners get very excited to call. I remember what that was like, but you got to hold on and not make any quick decisions and lock yourself into something right away. All right, so
7 dot. North call.
I kind of figured somebody was going to call that. I didn't see any north or south during the Charleston, and there haven't been any going out.
7 crack. 1 dot.
All right, so there's a red. Okay, so let's see how this looks. All right, I could call, this is the second hand under consecutive run. I can call the 4 bam. I can call the red, and I can call the 5. I'm sticking them there because that's where they would need to go right now. Okay. Not that, if I get more reds, I can move this over here. But for me to know that I can call this is why you would put this in here now. 5. Now, what's the danger zone here? My 6 bam. That's a pair. There's 1 6 bam out. That's a danger zone. But good news. Good news is I can go ahead and get rid of the 5s now. I really don't need them. And I could hold the green, or maybe not even, maybe I will hold the green just for a little bit as a backup. Because if I get another green and I pick another 5 or 6, I may switch out to that 5th hand down under consecutive run. I don't know, but I'm going to get rid of the 5s now. Maybe somebody will call it, and then I'll get to do a joker slot. Ooh, wouldn't that be fun? Joker bait is always fun. Now, look, we're at 66 tiles. Perfect time to talk about the fact that we're entering into the middle game now. So there are 99 tiles after the deal, breaking it up into 3. That means there are 33 tiles in each third of the game. We're now in the middle third. Still can play pretty fast because you want to win the game. You're not going to break your hand up. You're not going to hold other people's tiles during this phase yet, unless somebody's got 3 exposures up and you're way far away from Mahjong, and we'll talk about that if it happens. Then you got to break your hand up and play defensively. You play smartly. So let's go ahead and do that.
4 bam.
All right, so now the 4 bam has gone out. All right, and the question becomes, do I call the 4 bam now and commit? One good thing is that if I call the 4 bam, I could use it for this hand. I can also use it for 3, 4, 5, 6. My preference would be, of course, to be able to use it to get that 6 bam in my hand and not see all those going out. So, well, should I do it? And I don't need a joker with it, which is nice. Okay. Put that back. I don't need a joker. So do I want to commit at this point? I'm in the middle game. It's okay. It's not that early in the game. Maybe I'll take a chance. What's the worst that can happen? If this hand doesn't work out, I have that ability to switch out to 3, 4, 5, 6, second hand from the bottom. All right, I'll call it. We'll just see what happens.
5 crack, 4 crack, 3 crack, 9 dot.
I just need to get a couple of more lucky picks. So what hasn't gone out here? Nothing, right? Except for, well, there's several flowers out. I'm still hoping, let's see. Wes is not playing with flowers and Agata's not playing with flowers. So Joe may be playing with flowers and there are 3 out. I'm still hoping for somebody to throw a flower, Joe call it with a joker, and then I can grab that joker exchange. I won't hold the flower too long if it gets a little bit risky, but I'll just go ahead. Both of these are out, so I'll just do this one.
Green, 4 crack, 6 dot. Green.
Oh, there we go. Look at that.
1 dot.
So now
3
I
bam.
can just relax. I don't need the 3 because that's my pair, second hand from the consecutive run from the top. I called my 4s. I can call my reds. I can call my 5s. We're in very good shape. I don't need this now.
South. 5 crack.
And this looks, sometimes I say this smells like a fresh tile, but as soon as I see it, I kind of know I didn't see it go out and it is a fresh tile. So will Joe or Wes call this to crack? If they do, fine. I need to get it out, right? So we'll do it.
2 crack, Mah Jongg.
Oh my goodness. Well, not only did he need it, but I gave him Mahjong. Okay, it happens, right? So Joe was playing line number 3 under 2024 with the single grouping, the pair of flowers, the single grouping, and then the 2s in the opposite suits from the first single grouping. And it could be 2s or 4s there, by the way, and he chose 2s. So good job, Joe. It would have been nice if you had something exposed. That's another reason it's really nice to keep concealed as long as you possibly can, because we don't know what's going on. With only, let's see, 53 tiles left in the wall, we were just into the middle of that middle game. I would not have held that tile. So if you do give somebody Mahjong in this situation, don't beat yourself up about it. You did the right thing, you know? So hi, Jingles. Thanks for joining in. You're not that late. It's always good for you to be here, even if you do come late. So, all right, let's see. Consecutive for Agata, consecutive run line 7, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. His hand was like, oh, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry. I'm looking at it backwards there. 6, 7, 8, 9. So she had a ways to go. And then Winds and Dragons line 3, north, south with the run. Oh, 1s and just 1, 2 crack. Boy, he was really he had a partner there with Joe with the 2 cracks. Okay. All right. Well, let's start again.
Charleston.
Okay. Yeah. Carol said first. Let's see. Oh, Janet said she ordered the book and Carol said she did too. Oh, thank you guys. Oh my God. Thank you so much for your support. You are fabulous. All right, sort by suit. Here we go. Oh, look at this hand. No jokers and 1 of everything. Love it. Phyllis, just play the game for me. Anybody else want to play it? Agnes? No? I didn't think so. I'm just teasing you guys. Oh my goodness. So this is just, again, one of those things where you just have to pick the best options that you can. Let me look and see. Let me sort it first into evens or odds. That helps. give a little bit of clarity. Maybe we'll even look at the singles and pairs if there's enough of something to do that. There's 2, 4, 6, 8 even numbers right there. Let's move this down here for now. And the 2, 4, 6, 8 category under singles and pairs, you never know. I could keep an eye on it. When you don't have jokers, you might as well try one of those hands. You can always switch out. They are all pieces, baby bits of the other sections, so have no fear. Now, as well as that, I've got 3 6s for potential of like numbers, for sure. And I've got more evens than I do odds. That's pretty clear right now. But then I want to keep my numbers in consecutive order if I can. You know, I'd love to keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 2, 3, 4, 5. Certainly I can't keep everything, so we have to figure out what we're going to keep. 2, 3, 4, 5. So when I look at what I'm going to keep, when it's, you know, this week, tiles, I like to look at 1 or 2 suit runs. And right now I have 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, it might sound silly for me to say this, but that's a hand without any gaps in it. And that's the second hand from the bottom under consecutive run on the right side. There's only 4 tiles toward it, but it's still part of it, right? And let's see, I've got 2, 3, 4, 5 more in the from the 2 to the 5. So I think I'll get rid of the 1. And 3, 4, 7. I don't see anything good for, not really. Well, let's see what happens here. I got a 3, so now I got more 2, 3, 4, 5, and I got a north and an east, and I just gave a north away. So somebody's going to end up with them. Let's see, 4, 5. 3, 4. I have 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, if I'm going to keep track of singles and pairs 2, 4, 6, 8, then I just can't keep other options open for the runs. I think for, I don't know. I think for the purpose of tonight, 2, 4, 6, 8. I've got more in the cracks though. If anybody sees anything really bouncing out at them, let me see. 4 times 6 equals, I'm looking at the 2, 4, 6, 8 as well. 6 times 8 equals 48. I got the 48. Need lots of flowers there. 6 times 8. Yeah. This is really challenging for right now because I don't want to 2, 3, 5, 6. I mean, I've got to get rid of something. I got to get rid of something. So I'll do this now. I don't mind passing a north and an east necessarily, as opposed to an east and a west or a north and a south, because of the line 3 hands being I think, one of the most popular hands this year. But I'm going to do this, see what happens and what else comes in. All right, so I got another 3. Now I'm actually seeing a ton of 3, 6, 9s. Oh my goodness. Somebody's going to collect all those wins. I am actually seeing a whole lot of 3, 6, 9 popping out at me. Lots of them. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. I kind of like all those 3, 6, 9s going on right now. And I could even keep track of the singles and pairs line 4, 3, 6, 9 if I wanted to. I think that's what I'm going to do. Wow. Phyllis said she saw 3 6s 9s at the beginning. I didn't see that. I saw a whole bunch of 2 4 6 8s in the beginning, but they certainly are there now, like freaking wildfire. I can keep 2 3 4 5, 2 bam 3 bam 4 5 as another option. Me too, Agnes. You saw 3 6 9 from the very start. Oh, maybe so. I thought there were just a bunch of leftover 1 3 5. I didn't, or 5 and 7. I didn't see that, but maybe I missed it. I can definitely miss it. Okay, let's try this and see what happens. Here and here. See, you guys are smarter than me sometimes, right? Maybe a lot of the times. Okay, would I like to continue the Charleston? So 3 6 9 has just really, really come into play here, like crazy, right? So I am definitely headed in that direction. And who knows if singles and pairs may work out in 3 6 9. We'll keep an eye on it. I've got to continue. No doubt. I got a lot of options, tons of flexibility in the 3 6 9 category. I love that category, by the way. So I'll mix this up here. I'll do this and this. Okay. Mix it up as good as you can if you want to. Another 9. Woohoo. Now I'm in a really precarious situation. Oh, Lord, that's not what I want to have happen. I have to break something up here, which is kind of a bummer. If I'm doing the singles and pairs, it's really kind of a bummer to do that. Let's see. 3 6 9 and then 9s. I'm thinking of the different hands. Line 2, 3 6 9 with 9s. Oh, line 1, 3 6 6 9 is even better right there. So can I do that and keep all the 9s? Yeah, I could do that. What else then makes sense? Unfortunately, I'm going to have to get one of these up because my backup hands are way going to give me much more flexibility. Unless, ooh, yeah, I don't want to get rid of that. I'm going to have to break something up. Who knows? Maybe I'll get it back. If not, I'll go for a non-singles and pairs hand. Oh, I wish I didn't get that other 5. E. Darn. Anyway, okay. I can't, what can I do? Oh, look at that. Oh my God. I would have been so close. 3 6 9 and the 9s, but I do have some good options here. So I will do this. The 5 went to Joe. Joe would have given it to Agatha. And so I think I'm okay passing that here if I'm calculating it right. This will give me a chance to get one more tile in. Another that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. 3 6 9. I mean, look at how close I am. All right, I'll do 2 here. That is really nice. Really nice. I don't need that, but we'll leave it there for right now. Okay, so I'll do 2.
Flower.
And 2 wins. Interesting. Okay, I want that flower. If I'm playing that singles and pairs hand. Now I know I passed out an 8. I do like to get the wins out early, but I'm going to do the 8 first. Actually, all of these are priority to get out for
8
me.
crack. So, green. 7 dots. North call. 9 bam.
See, I got a north in the Charleston, yet somebody was playing it and called it. So either they had to break it up or they just never got that other one. Good idea to get those out early. Okay, I would love the 9 bam, but I can't take it, and I don't really need it if I'm playing the singles and pairs. But nonetheless, no jokers, no call.
7 bam. 7 crack.
Okay, I'll do the west.
West. 7 crack. 8 bam. 8 dots.
All right, so 7 bam, 8 bam, everything's already out at this point. What about the 4? 4 is not out. Fresh tile needs to get out early.
4 dots. 1 crack. 3 bam.
All right, here's a toughie, right? So if you're a beginner, I know you would want to grab this right away. I'm not going to commit to it right now. I have lots of good options here, and I don't want to just commit right now to one hand that needs a pung. I still need stuff to fill in to feel like I want to call that at this point. So I'm going to hit ignore. As much as I would love it, I'm holding on.
6 crack.
Of course, there's my 6 crack. Okay, that's
5
fresh.
bam.
Get that
2
out.
dots. 5 dots. 5 crack. Call. 1 dot.
All right, we have 5. So north, south, either 4 or 5 or 6 with the opposite suit. So it could be 4 bams, 4 dots, 6 dots, or 6 bams. And if it's 6 dots, I've got the dots. If it's 6 bams, I got one of the bams. So we'll see.
8 dots. Red. East. Green. 2 dot. 9 crack.
Nope, can't call that. All righty, that's already been out. So pretty much everything I have, I start duplicating.
4 dots. Mah Jongg.
Oh my goodness, is this my night? I'm just such a nice person.
20 points.
20 points. I lost 20 points. Oh my goodness. Again, we're early in the game. We had 71 tiles remaining. So we were in the middle game, not even in the middle game. So you would never know. You got to do what you got to do. And good, congratulations. And then Agatha was playing 2, 4, 6, 8, line 4, had a ways to go. Joe, 2, 3, 4, 5, consecutive run line 7, a ways to go. I mean, I'll tell you, my hand was looking pretty. Let's see, would I've had a chance? I would have had a chance. I could have had a chance. There were still six cracks out there. That would have been pretty. I needed flowers too, though. All right, let's start again.
First Charleston.
Where are my jokers? Not fun without jokers. All right, I've got a pair of soaps, a pair of Norse, a pair of 6s. Well, let's move these babies down here for a moment. Okay, so when I'm looking at the soaps, the pair of soaps and the 6s, one possibility, knowing the card helps, is there is the second hand from the bottom, 3, 6, 9, right there. And possibly the second hand under consecutive run, possibly. Maybe the third hand under 3, 6, 9. If I do get some more dragons, but it's weak. Definitely weak here. The north and south don't do much except for maybe the north. News, second hand from the bottom. I have so little going on here. Let's see. Singles and pairs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the opposite dragons. Or 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, the 8 wouldn't work for me. What about like numbers? I don't have anything but 2 6s right now. Oh, I've got just a little bit of a lot of nothing going on here. Let's see if there's anything I am missing. Please feel free to put it in chat if I'm missing something. I'll get rid of the 1. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep the 9 for 3, 6, 9. And 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll keep the 8 as well. I think I'll do this just because that second hand under consecutive run could go a lot of ways for the spread there. Let's see if we do this. Oh my goodness, another 6. I think I'm just going to have to stick to my plan. 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8. I'll get rid of the north. Oh, somebody's going to play the darn north. Okay. A 9. 3, 6, 9. Let's see. So I really would love those to be 6s because either I'm playing the second hand or the second hand from the bottom or the fourth hand. And that does not even make any sense here, but who knows? Maybe I'll end up breaking those up. I don't know. Let's see. 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 3, 6, 7, 8. Tough decision. I think it'll be this one. I could have done a blind pass, but I really don't need it. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6 with that in the middle somewhere. Ooh. Of course I have to continue. Golly. This is going to be, because my 2 suit, 3 bam, 6 bam, 6 dot, 9 dot, or 6 crack, 9 crack is definitely a good option there. 3, 4, 5, 6. So I don't think I'm going to keep this. At least we're now, well, we're going to be on the second left. Oh my goodness. Okay. You guys, you see anything else?
Second Charleston.
This is a nice pass, but I don't want to get rid of anything else. All right, I'm going to get rid of 3, 6. Oh, different hand. Oh, if I did the 6s, I would need that. 6s with the dragons and 6 dots, which are nowhere to be found. Maybe that's what I'm going to try. Got to see if it happens. Oh my goodness. All right, I don't need any of this stuff here. Let's see. 3, 6. I don't need any of that.
Courtesy pass.
Fancy seeing you guys again. Okay, so I'll do 3.
8 crack.
It's really hard when you don't have jokers. I got that 9 back.
West.
I mean, I definitely need help, don't I?
8 8
I mean,
crack.
I see 3, 6, 9 with the nines as well, but I need flowers for that
2 dot.
to be comfortable. And I need a pair. I already have 3 of those. Okay, 3 sixes. All right, let's see what happens. We're just gonna have to go with the flow. All right, any reason for me to keep the 5s? I don't think so.
5 dot. Flower.
2
Red.
flowers out.
East. 8 bam.
Maybe nobody's playing
9
wins.
bam.
Oh, I would have liked that.
Flower.
Ignore.
7 crack. 5 bam. 6 dot.
Oh, that's definitely a 1 tile I would have liked.
9 dot.
Oh, a joker. Okay.
5 dot. 9 bam.
3, 6, 9, 3, 6. So funny. The 3, 6, 9s are like coming in like crazy. I can't call that. I would like it, but I can't.
2 crack. 6 bam.
Okay. So here's another good example. Well, I wouldn't call it for any hand for a Kong anyway, but I just am not formed enough to even make any decision about that. So don't need it right now for anything really.
8 dot. Call. 6 dot.
All right. So we have an 8 dot joker exchange. I got to keep my eye on.
5 dot. 7 dot. 6 crack. 9 bam.
This is why when those tiles go out and they're in your family that you want, like another 9 bam going out. Yeah, that's the third 9 bam. I want that 9 bam, but I can't call it. So that's a good reason that they get sent out early. All right, let's see. 3, 6, 3, 6, 9. If I could get 1 more joker before the other 9 bam goes out. Oh, there's only 2 9 bams out? No, there's 3 out. That would be nice. But I think I'm going to, let me see, do I need this for any reason now? I'm not getting that run in. And it looks like I may be just heading toward, oh my goodness. I think I'm going to get rid of the 4. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, I think so. Let's see what's out. 1, 5. All right.
4 bam.
I can't play
7
everything.
bam.
I'd like to.
West. 7 bam.
Oh, thank you, Agatha. May I have your joker, please?
Joker swap.
That'll help a little bit. All right, now I have to make some hands here and see what's going to make the most sense. So I don't have any flowers, but this hand is the second hand from the top of 3, 6, 9. If I could keep that as well, keep an eye on that. Then I have 3, 6, and maybe 6, 9, but I am missing my 6s. That would be nice. And is there any reason to keep the 3? Unless I were, no. 3, let's see, bottom hand, 3, 6, 3, 6, 9. Ooh, look at the bottom hand. Let's make believe these are 6s. Bottom concealed 3, 6, 9 hand. Look at that. All right, so we've got several options. I think I'm gonna not even look at the 4th hand down, and I'm gonna get rid of the green right now and hope for the best.
Green. 7 crack. 3 bam.
And of course, if I were gonna play that concealed hand, I can't call that 3 right now, and it's the first one out. So I'm going to let it go. I need, if I had some 6 cracks, I would call it for 3669. But right now, I don't want to commit to just that hand right now. So we'll just let it go.
8 bam.
Hopefully I don't give somebody else Mahjong. Now that 9 is a little bit bothering me because, well, there is one out, so it doesn't bother me that much.
1 dot. 1 bam. 1 crack. Call. 1 bam. 9
One
dot.
crack. Is it up for grabs? It is. Okay, now there's a 9. Again, I'm not going to call that 9 for any reason right now. It's just silly to do that.
Joker swap. 4 dot.
There goes a green.
Green. 4 dot. 9 dot.
Another 9 dot. Woohoo! I'm telling you.
4 dot.
All right.
4 bam. Red. 9 crack.
All right, there goes a 9 crack. Oh my goodness gracious. I can't take it yet. I mean, I'm at 53 tiles. We're in the middle game right now. I gave Mahjong twice. We never even got to the end game. Oh my goodness. Just, maybe that bottom concealed hand will come in, but I just can't call that. It doesn't make sense. Oh, a 3 dot. They're all my tiles are going to go out. That's why you get them out early.
3 crack.
Now I do have to get that soap out. There are none out, hoping that I'm going to do that very soon. Another
3 bam.
I mean, do I bail? Do I stick with it? I mean, I don't know. I think I have to stick with it. Stick with the concealed hand at this point. I'm just going to hope that I pick up another couple jokers or something. It's crazy.
3 dot.
Look at this. All my tiles are going out. All right, I'm discarding a soap. I'm praying that it gets called. Please, with a joker.
So. East.
No.
3 dot.
Oh, look at this.
8 bam.
Every one of my tiles. That's why you get them out early. Smart, smart. 7 bams are out, only 1 out. So gotta get that out next.
Call. Green.
All right, so we've got 5 cracks, 6 cracks, 7 dot, 8 dot. Second line, third, yeah. No, second from the bottom. 5, 6, 7, 8. Whew. Toughy, toughy, toughy. This is a good tile too, but it's early.
2 crack. Flower. 8 bam. 5 dot.
Finally, I get 1 tile in. 1 tile. Amazing.
7
Maybe
bam.
I'll get a few more. And the reason I put these jokers here, if I'm playing a concealed hand, I'm not calling. So they pretty much have to go fill in anywhere that I don't have tiles. Because I know I mentioned earlier, don't put jokers where they go unless you know. That's for exposed hands when you're calling.
2 crack. 4 crack.
Oh, look at that. How many 9 bams went out? 3 went out. So that makes it a little bit safer, but that 9 dot is not only, oh no, 3 went out. So I've got pretty safe tiles. I love it when I do get all the fresh ones out early and then I end up with ones that I know are pretty safe for later.
2 crack. 8 crack. East. 2 dot. 7 crack. Joker swap. 2 dot.
All I need is like a couple more good
Left.
picks.
3 crack.
24 tiles.
Crack.
We got into the end game. End game, last 33 tiles. Yes, I got to pay attention to what's going on now because we're at the end and I am 3 tiles away from Mahjong. So depending on how many picks I have left, I'll be making some tougher decisions right now as to whether I'm going to discard or break my hand up.
Mah Jongg.
All right, my bots are killing me tonight. Ooh, they are killing me tonight. Wow. Randy, you want to come over and run the rest of the live stream? You might have better luck than me. No? Oh, Phyllis, I'll make you co-host. Agnes? No? Are you kidding? You don't want to run it? I'd be glad to make you a co-host. You can run the show. Okay, let's see. Consecutive run line 7 for Agata. 5, 6, 7, 8, which is what we thought. And then any like numbers for Joe. Oh my God, he was far, far away from anything. Of course, he had that partner with Wes with the ones, and Wes was playing that north-south run. Third hand down. Winds and Dragons. Okay. Am I going to make one hand tonight?
Charleston.
All right, let me do a time check. I lost very quickly giving 2 hands away early. So that was the third hand. So 3:30 to 4:30 to 5:30. I have to convert the time when I'm not in my own time zone. Look at these jokers. They're blinding. But I got 2 8s. That's very pretty. I like that. All right, here's another situation. What do we do with these? I have very few evens. That's number 1. So that's not looking too good. I have a lot more odds. Those are the evens. A lot more odds. But what about runs? We'll just make as much around 7, 8, 9 as we can. I have like numbers with 9s a little bit here. Singles and pairs. Which one? 7, 8, 9. What'd you say?
987.
Oh, 9, 8, 7, 7. The singles and pairs 9, 8, 7, 7. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't hurt to keep track of the singles and pairs. Certainly does not, but I got bits of it all right there happening. What else potentially? All right, I know I have my pair of 8s, and sometimes those pairs work out great, and sometimes I end up getting rid of them because I do have a lot of 3, 6, 9 that I'm seeing here. And what else could I keep? 5, maybe the 5. It's kind of on that end of the run. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see. We'll do this. Oh, do we want to hold? Maybe I'll hold the north and see if I get any more norths or souths. Because I could do the run with 8 and 9. And Carol said 1, 3, 3, 5. I do have 1, 3, 3, 5 right there. And Phyllis said 1, 3, 3, 5. Yeah, I do have 1, 3, 3, 5. You know, so if I wanted to keep that, and I also want to keep the north, to see if I get in something in like 8, 9, I have to get rid of something. But what am I going to get rid of? You know, what do I do? I mean, I know it's a no gap thing going on there with those big 4 tiles. Oh, what do I do here? I kind of want to like keep this going on here, the 9, 9, 8, and then keep 3, 6, 3, 6, 9 as an option too. I don't know. I'll keep that for a bit and hope that I get the north back if nobody else is playing with it. So we'll see. Let's try it. Now I have that. I got to kind of go with that. I really do. I can't. I got to stay in this area. I think it's calling me right now. Oh, I can't get rid of this. I have to get rid of 1, 4, or 3. Let's do that. 9, 9, 8. Okay. Now I have 3 9s. So there could be a mixed suit run going on here. I got back that 5, or no, I had the 1 crack. Sorry, I didn't have the 5. So I'll maximize my potential, get rid of that. I got the 1 crack back. I'm going to continue the Charleston with the pretty pass right there. Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of that 9, 9, 8, that singles and pairs, third line. I definitely have a lot going on there. Maybe, we'll see. Wow, look at that. Let me put it in the order that it makes most sense right now, but of course we know that could change. All right, so 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7. That's it right there. Let's see. If I have to change over, switch out, it'll be like numbers probably with 9s is what it's looking like. So I will do these 2.
Courtesy pass.
I'm going to be bold, but it's really looking good. I mean,
Flower.
look at that. Look at that. So let's see, what do I need? I need a 7 bam and an 8 crack. I need a 7 bam and an 8 crack, right? 2 7 bams and an 8 crack, right? Oh, I think so. Oh my God. Sometimes my eyes go like bonkers when I'm looking at this hand, but you never know. Let's try it.
Crack. 8 bam.
Yeah, I'm just going to ignore anything that's not in the singles
Left.
until I start getting jokers. Okay, so let me do the 1 dot. That was came back up in the Charleston. Oh my goodness, my volume in my headset is loud, and I just got like a notification, and it like made me jump. Oh my goodness.
1 bam. 3 dot. 7 dot. 5 crack.
Look at that. 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 9, 9, 8. Hold on, let's do, wait a minute, 9, 9, 8, 8, 9. Oh, did I have it in the right order? Yeah, I had it in the right order. Sorry. I'm confusing myself. Okay, so we have 998, 99887, 99. I need an 8 crack or a 7 crack to be on call for this hand. I have got to go for it. I have to go for it. Randy, which should I get rid of, the 9 crack or the 9 bam? What are you feeling? Okay.
9 bam. 6 bam. 1 dot. 6 bam. Green. 7 dot. Flower. 1 crack. Call. 5 crack.
Come on, please.
Crack.
Oh my God.
Joker swap. 5 crack.
Okay, so now I could be on call for a 7 bam or a 7 crack. 7 bam or 7 crack.
East. 2 crack. South. 5 crack. West. 1 bam.
This is a really good position to be in when you are able to call two, when you have two choices on the singles and pairs. So
Red. 7 bam.
And there we go. All right. Is it for sure? Let me put it in order because I'm nervous.
It is.
My husband said it is. There it is.
Mah Jongg.
All right. I made up for all of the losses. Ah, see, I made up for all those losses. Look at that. Woohoo! That is exciting. It's so nerve-wracking, though, I got to tell you. I mean, my stomach is in knots, right? It's like, it doesn't matter that I've been playing 45 years. It doesn't, well, maybe close to 45 years. It really doesn't matter because this is when it happens, it's so fun to be able to get it. Yeah. All right, let's do this again. Let's see. Will I have jokers in my hand? Will I have jokers? Yes, I will. Believe it. You believe it. Let's look at the other hands. I was so excited. I forgot to look at the other hand. Joe, consecutive run line 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, the 2 suit, pong, pong, Kong, Kong. And then Wes was playing 2, 4, 6, 8 with the matching dragons coming in pretty nice. And Winds and Dragons line 3, north south with 5s and 6. Agatha was very far away, nowhere near to be getting Mahjong.
First Charleston.
Oh my God. What is going on here? Do I smell a quint hand happening here? Holy moly. All righty. Well, we have line 3. Let's start from the bottom. Line 4. Flowers with like numbers. I mean, not like numbers, with a quint of numbers. And it would be like, oh, which one do I keep? Which one do I keep of these? Well, I will tell you why I make a decision. I will keep one tile that, oh my God, no. Now I have to think about this really seriously. I can't even keep what I wanted to keep because if I want to keep the south, I've got to get rid of 2 tiles. And that line number 2 hand is so flexible. So, but I have the flowers and the pair and the dragons already. So I got to go with that. It's almost like I'm locked into it. I am. So here be it. All right, guys. Pray that I get a 5 dot or a 6 bam in right now. Oh, yeah, I can't do that. No, 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 because now I'm looking at line 2 under Winds and Dragons, and maybe I'll get that other dragon back.
Better.
I know, it's definitely a more guaranteed hand. Chicken me. Look at that. I'm chickening out. All right, I just totally went completely off of quints, and now I'm playing line 2, Winds and Dragons. Because if I had won more games tonight, I would have stuck with the quints. Okay, I'm doing it this way. All righty, at least I didn't get any of those other tiles duplicated and thinking, oh, what did I do? I need to get my dragon back. And that was probably came back, the tile, so I don't think it's a duplicate anyway. But yes, of course, I'm going to continue. I need to get my dragon back. Where is my dragon? Oh, look at that. Now I get to keep track of the quint hand, the last quint hand, and the dragons. Perfect. Perfect situation.
Courtesy pass.
Oh, I thought that was a 6 for a minute. Okay, I'll do 2. Oh, somebody's playing with the dragon. Bummer. I'll do 2. Oh, I got 1 north back. Is that funny or what?
Two discards,
What?
two discards to play with.
Yeah, for right now, you're
9
right.
bam. 4 crack. 6 crack. 7 bam.
Randy was saying I have 2 discards to play with right now until I get something else in to give me a direction. So,
West. 6 bam.
oh, there it is, my 6 p.m.
Yes.
So if I take it there, somebody's going to get 1 joker. And then I can call the flower, and I'm shy here. So do I go for an exciting quint hand?
Yes.
Randy says yes. He's screaming in the background. He's screaming. Oh my God, I guess I have to do this, don't I? What I would really like though is to pick up 1 more joker or flower. I don't like to put up the flowers, but I'm going to do it because I think it'll be fun to make it. Hopefully I will make it. So here we go. I'm calling it.
Call. North. Call. 5 bam.
Oh, you just never know with those winds. I'm telling you.
East.
Maybe I'll do my own joker exchange. That would be fabulous.
East.
All righty. So which was the dragon that I let go? The green, right? You remember, Randy? I'm pretty sure. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that now since somebody has the other one.
Green. East. 5 crack. 5 dot.
I'll get rid of this one too.
Red. East. 2 dot. Call. 4 bam.
Oh, man.
3 crack.
Wes, just calm down, Wes, okay? You can't win this hand.
1 crack.
It would not be right at all.
3 bam. 7 bam. Flower.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not going to call it yet. I'm going to hold up.
1 bam.
And what's good about holding up too is because you don't know if I'm playing the first, the second, the third, or the fourth hand. If I can hold off. So, oh God, if I give, I got to get it out.
2 bam.
I had to do it. That's what you got to do. If I held that south, I'd sabotage my ability to make Mahjong. So just know, don't hold tiles. Don't become a tile collector unless you're collecting really, really fancy sets and making money. Yeah. Oh my God.
West. 3 crack.
Give me 1 more good tile, please, please, please.
8 crack.
Now, what if my 2 3 cracks went out? So I think I'm pretty safe that Wes isn't playing 3 cracks. So we don't know what he's playing. 1 2 or 2 3.
5 dot. 3 dot.
Uh-oh. I got to get it. There's 1 out, but still, it could be his Mahjong tile. I got to get it out. What can I do? I have to hope.
1.
Oh, that's true. He's only got 2 jokers left. Oh boy. Hold up or call it. I kind of need to preserve this a little bit longer. But this freaking soap, I was hoping. Hold. My honey says hold. I guess he learned from me. Here we go.
8 dot.
Crazy, crazy. Oh, oh. Hold. My honey says hold.
7 crack.
That's the hardest thing to do. I'm telling you,
9 bam.
but when you get used
8
to it,
bam.
it's easy.
9 crack. 3 bam. 7
I
dot.
will have to call
3 dot.
if another soap goes out. We know that. Oh, may I have your
Joker
joker,
swap.
please? Oh, now I could call it all. Okay. What's more dangerous here? Are there 2s out? Why didn't I get that 2 out earlier?
2 crack. 1 bam. 7 dot.
Now watch. There won't be another flower go out, and the soap is the last tile in the wall.
6 dot.
There's only
Call.
one joker
1
left.
dot.
And there's only 1 joker left, right?
1 dot.
Okay.
4 crack. 3 dot. 1 dot. 4 bam. Call. 5 bam.
Ooh, okay. What is he playing? 2, 4, 4, 6, 8, line 2. It looks like.
Red. Red. Flower.
All right. Here we go. I need a quint. And everybody's going to suck those jokers up right away. You watch. Maybe I'll get a chance, but here we go. Let me make sure. Am I doing it right? I am.
3 crack. West. 5 bam. Joker swap. 9 crack.
1 already went. Goodbye.
2 crack. 7 dot. 9 crack. 3 bam. 9 crack. Joker swap. 4 dot. Joker swap. 5 dot.
Ah. Who took the jokers? Did you see? Was it Agatha? I missed
Green.
it. I was looking at the. Did anybody see who took the jokers?
2 crack. 5 crack. Joker swap. 3 bam.
Joe took that one.
8 bam. 3 dot. 4 crack. Flower. 8 bam.
Look at all those jokers out of my flowers. I knew that was going to happen, though. This is a dangerous tile, but I'm going for it. 28 tiles left. In the end game, questions you ask yourself at this juncture. Do you want to win? Yes. Do you have the ability to win? What are the chances? Very good. 2 things check marked out. How many picks do you have left? And can you Mahjong in that? If I give Joe Mahjong, I'll be okay with it.
4 dot. 9 dot.
Phew!
MahJongg.
Wes, why did you give Agatha Mahjong? That's not even funny. Who was holding my tiles? Nobody. Let's see where it is in the wall. Right there, far away. But it was fun trying. Came close, for sure. Wes is playing the north-south with the run again and was set for a joker, 1 crack, another joker exchange. Joe took all those jokers and was in also set to call Mahjong on line 2. And then Agatha, 6, 7, 8, 9, she won second hand from the bottom, consecutive run. Woohoo! Okay. Hey, it's fun. It's fun trying the challenging hands at times, definitely. And I think it's 5:16. I don't know if we have quite enough time, so I think we'll call it a night tonight. I had fun. I hope you guys had fun too. And thanks, of course, let me stop sharing, for hanging out with me again tonight. Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, I won a singles and pairs hand. I don't care about anything else. No, it's fun no matter what. But if you come close, then you know that you're doing the right thing, because you can't win every game. 1 in 4 people is going to win the game, right? Got to win some, got to lose some. Phyllis, you said earlier you've been on a losing streak. We all go through those, don't we? Sometimes we just win, get jokers like crazy, and then other times, yep, Agnes is shaking her head. All right, well, thank you guys again for spending Wednesday night with me. I'll see you all next week. And then don't forget, if you haven't registered for the live stream on the 26th of August, Jen and Barb from Mahjong Fever are going to be my special guests that night. And it's all going to be about playing in tournaments. So if you have not played in a tournament yet, and you want to hear all about what it takes to become a tournament player, come join us on Monday night. And Barb and Jen are going to answer all the questions that you have after I do my presentation. So we'll get a chance to learn a lot, and it should be a lot of fun. All right. Until I see you again, what do I always tell you to do? Practice, 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 and be well. Good night, everybody. Enjoyed it. Thank you so much for chiming in and watching from YouTube as well. Night.